Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Straight Talk for the Soul series, your vibrational, multidimensional vitamin for the body, mind, and spirit. I'm Carrie Murphy, your host, creator, and founder of this global broadcast and brilliant community of light. I want to extend a bright and a beautiful good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you tuning in from around the world to help me welcome internationally acclaimed author, spiritual counselor, intuitive healer, medium, conscious channel, and my friend, Susan Taylor Shire, to our community once again to discuss illuminating your divine channel, uncovering and activating your spiritual gifts. Now is the time for a real soul reunion. It's time to clear the pathway for your soul's prosperity, ignite your destiny frequency, and learn how to become a conscious channel. So many of us can sense and perceive for others, but we haven't developed the capacity to feel truly guided for ourselves in our own lives. So today with Susan, we'll highlight what she's offering in her these packages that she's created, and throughout what we'll do together on the show. These opportunities to create direct access to the immense energies that are coming in for you and for your life. The trainings that we'll talk about that she is offering are intended to build your divine channel of connection for your personal foundation of guidance. And that's one that you can really absolutely trust. We will be taking callers later, by the way. Press *2 to raise your hand. We'll take a journey together to your sacred power source later on in the show. So welcome home, luminous light leaders, abundance activators, consciousness conductors, starlight messengers. This is your safe haven. It is a sacred space and a sanctuary for connection and renewal and restoration. This is a unity community to empower you and liberate you as you come into communion with your divine essence, where everything is possible. New doors of expansion and grace can open for you every single day, and hopefully that happens today with all of us here. I'm dedicated and devoted to walking hand in hand and heart to heart with all of you as we discover our divinity and really illuminate this pathway to spiritual wealth and soulful success for you. So rest assured that you being here right now with Susan and myself and everyone who's gathered, it means that you're ready for a shift, and that is available. So just open up to receive, relax, breathe, open, receive. Blessings are on the way. I do want to invite you to subscribe to our show. It's a free platform that you can access at straighttalkforthesoul.com. You can listen to this replay on iTunes or on our website, and also on our Facebook group. All the links are there, or on Instagram. Just enter in Straight Talk for the Soul to find us. I do have to ask my favorite question. What is the best that could happen today with Susan and all of us? Please set a clear, empowered intention for what you want to experience, and allow yourself to feel and flow into the highest manifestation of those intentions. My intention with our journey today is for love and joy and soulfully soothing energy to flow through my voice and our sacred energetic space here with grace and ease, welcoming and inviting in the highest divine support and participation throughout our time together. So again, we're talking about illuminating your divine channel with Susan. She's the founder of Soul Mastery. She's an author, a counselor, a healer, a medium, a conscious channel. She has helped tens of thousands of people over 27 years. She combines her exquisite connection to the divine with her training as a psychotherapist, and she inspires the revelation of each person's inherent spiritual wealth to flourish and thrive. She uses the Akashic Records and her intuitive wisdom to help you, to empower you to live authentically. And she has private sessions, which she is offering today, trainings, which she's also offering. She does retreats around the world, and it's all about bringing you into the potent magical connection with your soul's gifts and strengths and purposes. Her 4 books, Soul Mastery, Soul Radiance, Soul Reunion, and A Soul's Journey to Sacred Love, serve as the foundation for her work. Clients have said that one session with Susan is astonishing, remarkable, miraculous, and she really has witnessed countless miracles happen that many thought would never be possible. So we have a lot to look forward to today. You're going to gain direct access to the universal secrets to manifestation. You'll learn how to bravely step into the magical purpose that awaits you, stop the mind chatter, release the heart wall, and open to your divine channel for guidance and create a whole new relationship with the world. And again, Susan will lead us into the field of your sacred power source later, and we're taking questions. It can be any question, but one that might really serve you best just to ask for to get a really clear response is, what is blocking me from having trustworthy connection to my guidance? Okay, so let's dive in. Please join me in extending waves and waves of love and light and joy to Susan as I welcome her back. Welcome back, my beautiful friend.
Oh, thank you so much, Carrie, and thank you so much, beautiful community. You know, the words, your inherent soul's wealth stood out when you were talking. Oh, I love bringing that forward for people, and may we all know more of that today. So everybody raise your hand if you want that in your life.
Yes.
Woo-hoo. And just the
Hands
act
in
of
the air.
raising, I know, just the act of raising both hands up in the air, oh my gosh, you start to feel more noble and powerful and more king and queen-like. It's beautiful. So, yay. I love that we're being guided to be active already in acknowledging.
Yes, my hands are in the air.
Nature. Yeah.
We were talking about dancing and stuff, and I'm hearing that song in my head. You know, wave your hands in the air like you don't care.
But, yes. Oh, I wish we could just put that soundtrack on, you know.
I know.
Where's our DJ?
Talking,
our cosmic DJ.
I'm a good DJ, but anyway, I'm so happy you're here, and I love that we're focusing on really helping people become their own divine channel. And as you say, we're in miraculous times. I agree, and you really want to support people with that. Before we dive in, I know you wanted to do a process or an exercise. Do you want to talk a little bit first and then do that, or do you want to just dive in?
I keep switching it up. It up.
It's all right. We can do that.
Let's talk a little bit about the divine channel first, and then we want to do a process because Carrie and I had talked at the beginning or before we're together here, and May has been a mystical, magical month, but it has also been a month where all our patterns of feeling shut down and oppressed, I mean, that's a heavy word, man, have been up because it's such a contrast. You know, the oppression is keeping us from being able to connect with our divine channel and feel all these incredible energies that are coming in. So we want to do a process to help you learn to do this for yourself. That's what my guides are so good at, is self-empowerment. So we're going to do that in just a moment or two, so get excited about that. But I do want to talk about this whole matter of the illumination of your divine channel because, you know, with so many people that I talk to, either teaching in my Sacred Soul Circle or clients and you name it, we all love what all of us teachers, Carrie, myself, and so many people that you listen to, how they're able to channel Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Archangel Michael, you name it, you know, cosmic this and that, quantum fields, and, you know, Carrie and I are included in that. And people will say to me, yeah, but that's great, and I love being in that presence, but I want to be able to do that for myself. I want to have that connection for myself, so in any moment I can feel that intimate connection with what I call your guidance counsel and have that capacity, and that's what excites me, so that you can feel the capacity to receive, have that divine channel within you open, intuitively know that you're receiving these larger energies through eclipses and everything that's going on for yourself as well, because that is the true nature of being in divine authority. It's so fun, isn't it, Carrie? It's so fun to feel like you're guided in your life. And I have, been taught through my guides for a number of years real ways to do that. And so that's part of the package, of course, and we're going to do some of that today too. Real ways to do that so you can trust yourself and your guidance for making those little decisions, the big decisions. We're all making big choices right now, truly big choices. It's a new beginning. We can feel that. It's exciting. So we're launching whole new possibilities, and it's like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it correct? Is this the right path? Comes to me all the time, and I want you to feel yes about that and be able to raise both hands and go, oh, this feels right, this feels good, and I know I'm guided in it.
Yeah. Well, and you've done that for so many years, Susan, with your dedication to your work. As I mentioned, 27 years, and, you've published books, you travel with people all over the world, you have, you do it all, and, it is time for people to really feel empowered that they can trust their own channel. And if someone is wondering, like, wow, but you've done it for 27 years, and maybe I just had my awakening last year or 5 years ago or yesterday. So do you feel
what would I say to that?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah. So I was not one of those people that was born psychic, okay? I wasn't. I was numb and dumb growing up, and I didn't have any idea that I was intuitive or psychic. And what I love about that is, if I can do it, you can do it. But I learned these tools, these ways of being many years ago because I was like, wait, I want to have that connection. And I was reading books, and they were like, well, just meditate. And I'm like, darn it, that's not enough. That's not doing it for me. I want to know exactly how I can trust my guides, etc. So I used these tools, processes, whatever you want to call them, that my guidance gave me, that came to me, and I went, oh, this works. All of a sudden, I can feel it. And there's a big difference, for instance, when my heart is involved. We used to do the whole third eye thing, and now it's like, wow, the heart has to be involved in our divine channel connection. And, it's just remarkable how many little tweaks there are that can make all the difference. And so I developed it for myself. I didn't have teachers of intuition because when I started years ago, everyone was just saying meditate. And I was like, okay, I got to find out for myself. So I want to teach you how to do this for yourself as well. Because guaranteed, if I can do this, you can do this. And it is our birthright. We were designed at a soul level. That's why I love working with the soul. We were designed at a soul level. We came here with a guidance council from what I call our home world. And I want you to have messages from that guidance council that's known you since before you started doing Earth incarnations. You've had these guides. They know you so darn well. They've watched you stumble and fall. They've seen you do stupid things. They've seen me do stupid things. And they still are there with me. How precious is that? Yeah.
Right. As you shared it, it's like opening this door, portal for this really beautiful and intimate relationship with your heavenly mentors, with your star family of origin. And for those of you listening who have not heard Susan before, that's one of her specialties. She really guides you to meet, to your origin, where you originated from, and it's really one of the highlights of your work, Susan. And you've come to do that very beautifully, in a very deep way. But then you can guide people. Once you make that introduction, it's like, okay, now let's have you develop that and cultivate that so that you can receive these messages on your own and feel guided during this time. You say there's all these amazing energies coming in right now. Before we do the process, do you want to talk about that? and why it's such a miraculous time and a beautiful opportunity for people to step into this possibility and potential.
Yeah. Well, it just, it at one level, very simply put, it just is. It's just a miraculous time. But I believe that we are the ones creating it. We really are. The Schumann resonance, which is the heartbeat of the earth, I'm not an expert in it, has risen like 6,000-fold. I guess it's like 36, whatever they call it, hertz versus it used to be 7 not that long ago. Mm. And yes, it's because the sun has amped up its frequency, the central sun of suns has amped up its frequency, but I deeply believe that it's because we have amped up our frequency to receive all of this. So the earth is shifting because of us. So when we talk about the value of these energies coming in, remember we are the ones creating the avenues, the receptor sites, the availability for these energies coming in. So if you're going, oh my gosh, there's these energies coming in, but I'm not in touch with them. Well, in essence, we created them being here. So I think we are incredible, and I want everyone to take your hands that are up in the air still, unless your fingers are gone down.
I don't know if you had them up in the air. You've got to be pretty strong to that.
and pat your back, because, think about it, how you as a soul have come here for this huge transition, and I know you've been doing a lot of transformational work. You wouldn't be here if you hadn't been. And you're still having to handle life on planet Earth. That is huge and something that can be celebrated. And to recognize that you are creating this new world right now and the frequencies are more available because of us puts you in the driver's seat of your own divinity. And that's what you can celebrate right now. For sure.
I love that phrase. Get in the driver's seat of your divinity. Yes.
I know, that was fun.
And dance there. Yes. So we have a lot to do. So we're going to do the process. But later we're going to do a journey together. We're taking colors. And a lot of people have already written in, too. And remember, star 2 to raise your hand later when we take callers. And the question is, what's blocking my connection to my divine guidance and channel?
Yes, and also you're going to get guidance from your guidance council from your home world. That's what we really want. And it may be what's blocking you, and it may be just what they want to say as well to you.
Okay.
So you can start to energetically open to that divine guidance again from the council of your home world. Yeah, all the way there.
Yes. Connect with the council of your home world. I love it.
Yes.
So is this a good time to, the process that you wanted to do, and it's just an exercise, the soul reunion exercise, right?
Yes. It's so much fun. This is something I wrote a whole book about it called Soul Reunion. So if you can't do the whole package, but I hope you can, so you can really get this one under your belt. It's a whole way of looking at the parts of us that have not been brought forward, are in fear, in hiding, in resistance, in hurt, feeling rejected, all of that. We have done a lot of work around clearing things. And I know many people help with clearing things. But I want you to know, again, what you can do on your own. And one of the things my guides showed me, which I called the soul reunion process, which means everything is just a wound of separation from all that is the capacity to be able to help these parts of you. So, for instance, the word oppression has come up in the last month or two, whether it relates to Asians, anything racial, anything going on, that feeling like the systems of this world are oppressing us, telling us what to do, all that la that's going on. It brings up old patterns of feeling oppressed. What are we going to do with that? Because the oppression pattern is living within us. We can't just clear the oppression because it's protecting. Listen carefully. It's protecting our beautiful gold. we put that oppression in place. So imagine you feel, just go into a place where you're afraid of something, whether it's the rest of your life, the world. I'm afraid I don't know what I should eat for lunch, what's good for me, what's not good for me, whatever it is. Feel that sense of, I can't, it's almost like that feeling of I can't breathe because there's something keeping me from being able to bring forth my gold. So just feel that for a moment. Now, as you feel that, just be with that part of you. It's just a part of you. It says, I just can't do this. I just can't do this. Whatever it's feeling, okay? It is on top of your gold, your beautiful soul part that is being protected so it won't be hurt. You put this in place a long time ago, this oppression kind of feeling, okay, this shutdown. I don't want to get hurt, so I'm going to shut down as I start to move forward. Okay, so this part is feeling that. You're going to ask that part, what do you need right now? What do you need right now? So the part may be saying, I don't know, they're not going to receive me. Imagine it was me yesterday. Oh my gosh, I can't talk tomorrow. I can't speak with straight talk for the soul. They'll reject me. I'm sure of it. This didn't happen for me, but it could. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're just not going to receive me. If you're wanting to do something new, they're not. What do you need? So you ask this part, what do you need? I want to feel received. Of course it does. Of course it wants to feel received, for instance. So feel her, him, I want to feel received. Now, we can't count on this world receiving us, can we? It's a bumpy world. It's an unstable world. We don't know where we're going to be received. But we can feel received by a universe that receives us. That guidance has always been there for you. So imagine this part is not feeling received, wants to feel received. Now, what we're going to do, and I'm going to make it easy for you, we're all going to do this together. Imagine that there is a diamond light, It's a very solid light coming in your spine. Coming in your spine. Diamond light coming from the universe down into your spine. And it makes you feel like, here I am. I'm available to you. I'm a stable point available to receive you. Come be with me where I am. And feel what starts to transmute. For that precious part of you that is part of your gold. So as we are expanding in our capacity to receive, we want to bring all these parts that have been in fear or in hiding because they don't feel safe to come forward, to start to feel safe to come forward. But it's the universe of love, of strength, of safety, of sureness that is the only thing that we can guarantee will hold our gold sacred. See how that works?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hold your gold sacred. And that is really interesting to really consider that all that oppression was just created by us in a state of protection.
Yeah.
You know, and it's quite normal as a human being for that to occur.
Yes. Lifetimes of it. Absolutely.
Sure.
We don't want to get hurt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But we can alleviate that so easily. That took 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that, Susan.
You're
and
welcome. You're welcome. Now we can put on our dancing shoes.
Why not?
Expand into the cosmic party.
Well, and put on those dancing shoes to meet your counsel from your home world, or to meet your divine essence. I mean, that's what's exciting, is when people really open up to realize that possibility and feel worthy of that. I mean, that's a big thing for people. Like,
absolutely.
I'm not perfect. I haven't done the work. I'm not really worthy of that or something, but it's right there and available. So I want to take some callers.
Sure. And the soul essence is your greatest teacher. Your very soul is your greatest teacher, even though we have tons of teachers outside of us. Yep.
Yeah.
It
yes.
is. It's there for you.
Well, we all support one another in remembering that, and that's what, the role of a teacher is just to remind you of what you already know. So that's why we come together every day.
We love it too.
Yes. In new ways, remind you of who you are. Okay, again, press *2 to raise your hand. Let us know your name, and it could be a variety of things that you could, ask. But perhaps the starting point is what is blocking my connection to my divine guidance or channel. Okay.
Great.
And I will go to the webcast too. I know a lot of you wrote in. Okay, so the first person that I am going to is area code 506. You're live with us, 506.
Hello.
Hi, and welcome.
Hi. Wow.
Hi.
I'm so excited. Hi, it's Tia.
What is your name? One more time?
Tia.
Tia. Hi, Tia.
Yes.
Hello, Tia.
Well, I will let you connect with Susan. Do you want to ask that question and see where it leads you and her and us?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Susan. What Carrie said earlier about what is blocking my connection to my guides.
Perfect.
Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely. So, you're on this call because you have a heart of gold, don't you? Everyone can feel your heart of gold. It's just like Carrie's heart of gold is so pure and wonderful. Tia, we can feel your heart of gold. But you have been afraid to give that heart of, give it expansion, because that heart of gold has gotten you not in trouble before, but you feel like everyone takes advantage of your heart of gold. So you've locked it in a little treasure chest sometimes, and then when you want to connect with your own divine channel, your heart is like, well, I don't know. I don't really know that world very well, and I have some old woundedness around trusting the unknown. And the universe can feel like it's a very unknown world. Our intuitive wisdom comes from this so-called unknown world to our human heart and human mind. So what is happening for you is the feeling of, I don't know if I dare open myself up again. And opening yourself up is never sort of specific to a person. It's opening yourself up to something divine in this case. Let me say that a little differently for you, because I can feel you going, So as we were talking about before, it's okay that you can't trust the world with your gold heart until you first trust the sacred nature of love with your heart, right? That's divine love. So feel yourself saying, I do trust divine love and my intuition coming through divine love. Can you feel that?
Yes.
That you can trust. So I want you to know that your intuition comes from divine love, not from messages from guides, from divine love. You're very kinesthetic. But the feeling in your heart is, I don't know if I should open my heart to anything that large and that unknown again. But divine love you can open yourself to. Feel the difference right now and see what happens.
Mhm. Yeah. That's something different to feel into.
Yeah. So as you feel into it, what does it give your heart?
I feel a bit of relief and
yes,
a bit of lightness. Yeah.
Yes. So whenever you're looking for guidance, start with this piece and feel your heart with relief, which is opening and expanding to receive what the guidance of love wants to bring you.
Okay.
Okay? Can you feel the activation starting to happen for you of whole new worlds, believe it or not?
Mm-hmm. Whole new world. Everything turns into a song for me.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
You know it's all out there. It's just like you said, taking that step forward. Sometimes it feels bit of a
yeah.
Well, feel
Maybe
it as a connection to love.
Right. That's
That'll
not
open
daunting.
it all differently.
Yes. That feels safer, or it feels more secure to me. You know, Tia, yeah, I hope that was helpful,
Beautiful.
Tia.
Very helpful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Susan. That's great.
Thank you, Tia.
Thanks for your beautiful heart of gold.
Oh, that's sweet. Bye, Tia. Heart of Gold, Tia. I love that name, by the way. Okay. Next caller that I'm going to is area code 509. 509. You're live. Can you hear us? 509. I believe it's Spokane, Washington.
Hello?
Hi, it's you.
Hi.
Welcome.
Oh,
Hi.
thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. What is your name?
Jackie.
Oh, hi, Jackie.
Oh, hi, Terry.
Hi, Jackie. Hello, hello.
Thank you for taking my call. So the question is, what is keeping me from I'm thinking higher power or my guide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is blocking me?
Okay. So the first thing that comes back, you've got very clever, creative guidance. What makes you feel you're blocked? Sorry to throw it back on you. What makes you?
I mean, I'm happy to hear they're creative.
Yeah, they're very creative and they're very fun.
Kind of,
Go ahead.
I think that I'm just not consistent with it, and I feel like I am so emotional, like I'm doing good, and then I lose it, and then I'm doing good, and then I lose it. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Of course, of course. So it's when you get emotional, you feel like you're blocked, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be doing a journey today to connect with your sacred power source, because that's what you have. When you get emotional, you feel powerless, don't you, for the most part? Helpless, hopeless, powerless.
Yes.
Okay, so they're wanting to give you a sense of true power, because you've had funny ideas about power, real funny ideas about power. So it's like, I know, sometimes I feel really connected and clear and true and in my place. A lot of people have trouble with the word power. And then other times when I feel emotional, I feel completely helpless, which is the opposite of powerless. And when I feel powerless, I feel like they've all gone away. Right?
Yes.
Instead of recognizing
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, like they went away. They didn't. They're like, we're just looking for a new avenue to work with you, even though you feel helpless. We're right here.
Right.
So I want you to feel that that it's not a punishment. It's not like, oh my gosh, when I'm emotional, that's a terrible thing. I'm a sinner. I'm bad. I'm all those things. It's like, I'm just walking through something, and like we did with that soul reunion process, there's a part of me that wants to get reconnected, so it's revealing itself right now. It's a deeper part of me that's been in lockdown, and it's coming back, and your guides are sitting there trying to help you get this gold back, and you're like, no, I'm a loser. I can't do this. And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
right?
I let that come in. I know it's not true. I know. It's okay. It's okay.
It's a part of you. So what you're going to do is when you're in an emotional state, you just talk to them like an imaginary friend and go, I know you're here, I just don't feel you in the same way, but I'm so grateful that you're helping me bring back all my gold and more of my gold. Thank you so much. And I know this process of feeling emotional is all part of it. And thank you for being there with me and being so steady with me no matter what.
Okay, great. That helps. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Jackie. Glad you're here, Jackie.
Thank you. Me too.
Yeah, I know that's
all
helpful
right.
for many people. Many people. Thank you.
Oh, good. That makes me feel good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Jackie, stay with us. More fun
I will.
to come.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Lots of love,
Bye-bye.
Jackie. Bye.
Thanks.
Okay. Let's see. Next is area code 360. You're live, 360.
Hi.
Well, hi.
Hi.
What is your name and welcome?
My name's Linda. And,
Hi, Linda.
hi.
Hello, Linda.
I'm grateful. Hi. I'm so grateful to join you all today. I'm looking to deepen my connection and also discover what is holding me back. It's an exciting journey, but I feel like I'm not doing enough myself, like I should be doing more, or that I'm not doing something quite right, but it's so powerful right beyond me. And so I'm just looking for any guidance that might come my way for you, through you.
Okay, beautiful. So you feel like you want to do more. Is that more of like contribution to the whole when you say do more, or feel more connection doing more?
I think it's feel more connection so that I can do more.
Ah, okay, great. What if you were to feel more connection just so you could have the pleasure, the joy, and the personal fulfillment of that divine channel being completely available to you? What would that feel like? Would that feel enough? Just be bathed in that all the time? Strengthened by that?
Heaven on earth.
There you go. There you go. It would be heaven on earth. So what if you said, that's all I want? That's all I want, is to feel that connection. Because it waters something down when you say, well, I want that so I can do more out here. And they're like, wait, you're already running out there. Hold on. We want to bring this to you. We want you and your tank to be filled with the gold of you, and for you to feel that. Because we know it's an energy world. When you're filled with that, that's abundance, and you will have abundance of creative possibilities of how you can offer aspects of this out into the world. It will just naturally come when you are filled to overflowing. So you're going to work more. Let's not even use that word. That's okay. Focus more on not surrender and receiving, just that, because you've done a lot of surrendering, but then you're just sort of open and not really solid in yourself. I want you to feel that sense of, I want this to just pour through me. I want this to be me embodied. I want to feel, just like you said, heaven on earth, in the earth of my body. I want this divine channel to be who I am. Okay?
For the pleasure of it. For the pure pleasure.
Pure pleasure. When was the last time we did anything for the pure pleasure of it? Yay. That's what we're here for. That's what our souls came for the adventure of the six senses. I know a lot of people say, I'm going to go into a slight speech here. Bear with me. A lot of people say, we came to learn lessons. How boring is that? We came to clear karma. How boring is that? We came to, if you're always having to learn lessons, how can the new earth come, which is filled with bliss, with this sense of pleasure, with a sense of joy, all of that, if we're stuck in we got to learn lessons, or we're going to move into a relationship just so we can learn and grow? It's like, no. We came for the adventure of living life to its fullest. Start creating that on the inside, and the new earth will come, because that's what the new earth is made of. Once we've graduated out of this idea that it's all about lessons and learning and karma and courage.
That's heavy and no fun. And
no
it's
fun.
just reframing it a little bit. And
that's right. That's
yes.
Right.
Well, thank
that's
you,
right.
Linda, for that upliftment.
Just beautiful. Thank you so much. Lots of love to everyone. Thank you.
Right back to you, Linda.
Yeah.
I love, Susan, that came up, because there can be this weight or obligation energy that people have to save others or save the planet, and all of those things will kind of naturally occur when, we connect with spirit or our divinity for the pure pleasure of it.
Yeah.
It does naturally happen. And then that weight is lifted, like, I'm not doing enough. I should be saving my family and like the world from destruction. And that can be really heavy. And that's precisely what blocks people from that pure pleasure.
That's that oppression, burden of responsibility.
Yes. Yeah,
burden
absolutely.
of responsibility is a huge oppression. If the world is heavy, I feel it, then I have to, it's my burden of responsibility. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
It will naturally unfold in that way, though.
It will.
Organically.
It does. We know that from our life experience, and all the people that you have on your show know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do it for the joy of it. I mean, I know that sounds cliche, everybody, but really.
Just try it for fun and see what happens. Yeah.
Yes. Nothing to lose. Everything to gain. Okay, I want to go to some of our webcast listeners, because a lot of you wrote in this way. If you don't mind letting me know you're still here, because so many people wrote in a while back. Okay, Lacey from Ontario. Hi, Lacey. Hi, beautiful lady, she says. I'm loving this call and the idea of connecting with soul family. So fun. Thank you. Can I please ask, what is blocking me from having a deep connection to my guidance and counsel from my home world? That is Lacey from Ontario.
Okay, great. Okay, so what's blocking you is the feeling that counsel for you is vast. You've been looking at, who are my guides? Are they, is it Archangel Michael? Is it Archangel Raphael? Who are my guides? And when you hear other people talk about their guides, you're like, is that mine? Is that mine? Oh, is that mine? Instead of going, no, there's this vast, infinite field of guidance, because your home world is a vast, infinite field. So imagine that there's a field of guidance. It's like a field of tulips or poppies, all those beings. And remember, those beings are aspects of you. Our guidance is aspects of us at another level. That's why we love having that divine channel open and available. We want all those aspects of us in other dimensionalities of us, the universe of us, to be with us. Be with me where I am so I can be in my wholeness. So imagine, Lacey, that it is so vast you could never imagine in your wildest dreams how large that guidance is. And then you'll be able to just let it pour in like raindrops, rainstorm, whatever that feeling is for you, that it can just pour in. How much better is that? Okay?
There you go, Lacey. How much better is that? Lacey, I hope that you heard that. Scotty from Castle Rock. We love you, Scotty. Scotty's a great participant here. Scotty says, what is blocking my connection to my divine counsel? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple of things. I'm trying to see which one is the best highlight. It's, it's that feeling that you have. It really is that feeling that it's not quite unworthy, but it is. It's that feeling that you're not allowed to bring your gold forward. It's almost like an old Catholic feeling, is that, heaven is for saints, something like that. I don't know if Catholics say that. Heaven is for sainthood, and you haven't reached sainthood, so your gold is just, like little flakes of gold, and so it's not really that important in the larger scheme of things. So when there's that feeling, then your little divine channel starts to shrink, and you're like, well, just give me a little something to go on, instead of going, I can have it all. Right. I can have it all. I can have it all. How great would that be? Why not? And then that field of your guidance counsel can start to say, well, yes, you can have it all, and we're here to be with you. Remember, it's aspects of you. And just to remind everyone as it relates to why we're here, we're here on planet Earth. Our purpose is to be in love with life itself. I'm sure I've said this numerous times because we need that reminder. Because so many people say, well, what's my purpose? Guides, tell me my purpose. All of that. It's like just to be in love with life itself, like we were just talking about. There's no other planet where you can have 6 senses like this. Alive, awake, conscious.
Play with them.
All of that. Play with that. And let your guides help you with that instead of this burden of I'm not enough because I'm not a saint.
Right. Your purpose is play and pleasure.
From this moment forward.
And Paige wrote in from New York, and she said, hi, Susan and Carrie, what a wonderful call. She said, wow, it was so profound when Susan said that we're here to enjoy life and not learn lessons, which is exactly what we're talking about here. So for her, Paige in New York, what is blocking me to my divine connection and guidance? Thank you and blessings.
Okay, great. Well, it is that burden of responsibility. I didn't want to go there, but it's like, you have to.
Okay.
That feeling of, it's so interesting. As a soul, we come here with that initial feeling of, oh my gosh, I can't wait to do this planet Earth thing. And then you, Paige, when you first came here, now we're talking about soul challenges, which is what I work with, is this whole matter of people coming here, souls coming here to participate in the way Carrie and I are speaking. But there's this wound of separation that happens, and it's different for each one in their process of coming from their other home worlds, home dimensions, coming here for various reasons. You let go of that connection. And when you let go of that connection, you buy into a lesser sort of choice, which is a little more of that separation. And in your case, Paige, after that you went, oh, crap, oh, my gosh, I didn't hold on to what I knew was true. We've all done that one. I made a lesser choice, which is all it really is. Let's not get too heavy about it. I made a lesser choice. So instead of feeling the burden of responsibility that I'm dying here and I'm creating more suffering and, oh, my gosh, look at this karma I have to take on, right, Paige? All of that, the feeling is for you, it's like, oh, all I have to do is reconnect, and we'll just say love in this case, because your purpose is to bring love, period. And that is joy, that is adventure, that's all part of love. Being in love with life is love. And when you bring that in, then that sense of burden of responsibility goes away, and you're like, oh, that's all I'm responsible for is to just do love. What do you know? I think I'll try that on.
Yes. I hope that you heard that, Paige.
Yeah.
Lacey just
for sure.
Yes. Lacey just wrote back in and said, wow, Susan, you described me perfectly. And it feels incredible to open to the vast field of guidance. I'm picturing the rings around a planet like the rings of guides around me. Thank you.
Yes. Ooh,
yes.
I want everyone to feel that. Yes.
And Scotty wrote back in saying, that is so awesome. Thank you. Love it. Thanks, Scotty. Let me do one more, and then we'll talk about the offerings, and then we have the journey to do, and maybe I'll do a few more questions. But Just Saint from Barry. Just Saint said, what is blocking my connection to my divine counsel? Just Saint.
We were talking about saints too. Fascinating.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
And where is this person from?
Barrie.
Barrie.
Where is that, Just Saint? Where is that?
That's fine. That's fine. I got it. It was my curious George. I don't need to know. That's my personality.
Me too.
Where in the world do we get to go now? Yay.
Right.
Okay. You know, there's such a theme today. It's so fun. In the vast possibilities.
Ontario. Okay.
Ontario. Okay, great. It couldn't be that good. It couldn't be that easy to connect with my guides. Now, I want you to remember that guides don't always come, and this is, I hear this from people for years. I don't hear them. They're not talking to me. They don't primarily come in that way all the time, okay? They will come in as, I want you, Jasante, to start to feel like your guide is your best friend. Just right there with, oh yeah, you got it. Your best friend. That your person. We talk about our person. Feel that a guide, which is connected to many, many, many guides, guidance council, is right there with you, because if you felt that there was a whole council around you, you might freak out. But start with this one guide representation as your person with you. It can be that easy that they can be walking in life with you. As Brené Brown has said numerous times, the best thing you can do for another person is walk with them in their life. That's true friendship. That's true intimacy. Just walk with them in your life. And that's what our guides do. They walk with us. It's so beautiful. It's that easy to just create that relationship. Take them with you in the car. Talk to them. Get a little crazy. But feel that.
Have a dance party.
Yeah. Dance with your guide. Yeah, but feel that it can be that easy, Jasante, okay, that it can be that easy for you, okay? And when you develop that relationship with your guides, everybody, through a representation or, horde of them, whichever one it is, then you are receiving them right here in the earth plane of your existence. It's not somebody up there. It's right here with you, and that's where they want to be. So you're the one saying, oh, I like this. Be with me, to your guides, be with me where I am, instead of you going out and going, I'll go out and be with you where you are. No, be with me where I am. That's what you want. You want your guides to be with you walking in life. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Jacinth. I just want to read one more because I feel that a lot of people are feeling this way. Marina from Canada. We have a lot of Canadians with us today. Marina said, yes, the answer is love. But what if my heart is a little bit blocked? How do I allow the love and the channeling of my soul? Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, one of my specialties is definitely unblocking the heart wall, because it's a soul level block. And it's that fear of actually feeling like it's safe to come into the earth plane, that you're, that the beautiful gold of love that you are will be harmed here. And that's a really old, deep wound you have. So the feeling is that it's not safe to open your heart to something that, as I was saying with Tia as well, it's not safe because there can be evil out there. That's the idea, that there's, in this dark sky of the universe, there's evil. And there's, the invisible enemy in the world, for sure, and there's all this evil and all this, it's like, well, that's not the reality I create. If you hold to that place of not creating that reality and really practice being devoted to that, it's like, yeah, but I have to. It's true. It's out there. We're seeing all the stuff that's out there. That's in a reality for sure. But in my reality, and we'll help you with this with the journey. In my reality, love is my source, and I'm going to keep filling my heart with that divine love, and it will start to unlock, and you'll start to feel your guides again. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Marina.
Yeah, thanks, Marina.
Okay, let's talk about people really stepping into this, igniting their destiny frequency with you and opening to their own divine channel. That is what you're offering. You have two beautiful offers in our marketplace that you have created for this community. All of you listening can find them at straighttalkforthesoul.com. Click on our marketplace link at the very top of the page, and you will see Susan's beautiful, smiling, sparkly face, and click on that and you will see two offers. The first offer is a 30-minute session with Susan, plus all of these. Let's go through what's in here. Let's dive in. The first thing is a live workshop. It's Illuminate Your Divine Channel, Build It, and They Will Come. That's 3 live workshops with Susan, 3 Saturdays in a row beginning June 5th. So this is live with people. And so the whole purpose of this gathering and workshop is what?
Oh. To, as we've been speaking about, to illuminate this divine channel and actually undo these heart walls. Undo the heart walls, get you trusting that you really are in tune with your guidance. Specifically, your guidance, the way it works for you, because everyone is a little bit different, but this is one of my specialties to help you with this. Your intuition, your wisdom, your sense of that portal being open to these immense frequencies. I know everyone wants to feel more open to that, and it is what I call the secret to manifestation as well. Manifestation is like an hourglass. The more we are open to the expanded nature of that universal guidance and those incredible frequencies, the more can come through to assist us in manifesting in this world. It just works like that. So every time you want to manifest more, instead of just putting your intention, that car will come, that car will come, that car will come, it's about learning how to, and in all my classes and in just like the soul reunion process, all the classes and in a session, you will learn how to access that guidance of yours and that divine channel being open to the field of abundance, to the field of guidance that allows you to manifest whatever you want. There's such a huge difference between saying, I want a new car, and feeling the whole vastness of the universe, and that person that said that, all the different planets circling around me, all of that going, I have a new car. Feeling that difference. And when you activate the universe being with you and those frequencies being with you, life becomes a lot more easy.
You feel free because you realize it becomes a lot simpler.
It's so much simpler. It's the way it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. So that's 3 live workshops.
Yes.
You've also included Learn How to Be a Conscious Channel. Those are 3 MP3 recordings that people can start listening to right away. And then you were talking about abundance. You provided also 7 MP3 recordings about clearing the path to your soul's prosperity, which is a beautiful addition to this package. And this is something people can start listening to right away, too.
Yes.
So talk about that for a second.
Oh, sure. Actually, I just talked about it in a way.
Yeah, your second's up anyway.
I did. That is really what we're talking about, the wealth, connecting to the wealth of your soul and the expanse of the infinite possibilities of the universe that's there, very prosperous all the time. No matter what's going on,
right.
There's prosperity flowing in the universe, being able to tap into that very directly. So you have that with you and know how to reclaim that at all times. And like someone was saying, even when you're in that emotional state, when you're stressed out, when you're feeling helpless and hopeless, you will have the capacity to go, yes, this is exactly what I do to transmute that hopelessness and helplessness into a resource for,
Yes.
for penetration. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And also in Offer A, you've included a Soul Reunion, the Return Home from Separation workshop. That's 2 more MP3s. So there's a lot here for people to dive into, including a bonus, which is an invitation into your private community at the Sacred Soul Circle community as well. And so a lot for people to dive into.
I know. Just with the Sacred Soul Circle, what we do is I do mini readings like we're doing today all the time for everybody. So it's a great way to get your needs met. I always say, in the world there's so many things going on. It's like everyone's going, well, what about me? My life matters. It's like, yeah, your life matters. Let's work with what's happening in your life. It's important to the whole. So, yeah.
Yes. And I wanted to also just remind you that there is a 30-minute private session with Susan in Offer A, plus all of the workshops and all of the recordings on prosperity, how to be a conscious channel. All of that is Offer A, and I believe it's $122 for all of that. And you have the 3-pay option if that helps you out as well. And I love there's someone in one of the images, their hands are up and out, just like we were doing earlier. You see that?
That's right. That's right.
There you are, everybody. Okay, so that was all in Offer A, and Offer B is all of that plus a 60-minute private session with you, either phone or Zoom, whatever people prefer. So this, you go into the Akashic Records. That's part of it. I mean, what do you want to highlight about these sessions?
Well, what I want to highlight is the nature of what I call soul challenges, because we talk about challenges from our this lifetime and our parents and our youth, and sometimes we talk about challenges from other lifetimes, but these are soul challenges that relate to things that, as I mentioned earlier, came with us as a soul and have been chronic patterns for many lifetimes. So let me give you a couple of examples of how that might work, because when I work with people at these deep levels, it resolves things very quickly. The soul is very malleable. So it's the kinds of things that you've had for a long time and you haven't been able to get resolved. It can be as simple as sleep issues. Many people have sleep issues. It can be that feeling of reluctance to be here at all and really being able to work with that, feeling something like feeling you don't feel seen or understood, and you just figure, well, I'm the weird one and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, yes, you can. We can turn that around so you can feel deeply seen and understood. There's also that fear of bringing your gold in, or the fear of, there's a lot of PTSD right now going on, being triggered about authoritative rule, about all the things that are going on in our lives, feeling safe to go back into the world at this point in time after this year. And there's it's deeper trauma that we're working with, and we can shift that. So I'm not just clearing it. I'm giving you the resources from your soul and your guidance collective and your home world to be able to be in life from a completely different level, that core place of you again. And often it's just as simple as fear of moving forward, but it has these deep roots, and I can help you understand that and change that and give you what you need. it's just magical and mystical how easy it is to change things at the soul level. I love it.
Right. And it's really about giving them the confidence to move forward. I think a lot of people have kind of literally shut themselves down during this period of shutdown. And it's about, now it's time to come out and, it's time to party like
and everybody's like, no, I don't want to go into that terrible world.
We want to give them the confidence to do that. And also, I want to highlight that you see here that you can also tune into the soul purposes and gifts of their children during the session, if that's something that they want to do.
Yeah, I do want to say something about that. I had a session with someone the other day who was Googling for a while how to help my children, at a spiritual level. And they said I was the only one they could find that could help children, help teenagers, help young adults. I am thrilled to do that. To be able to help you either just as a parent. We do a surrogate session with the child, which means the parent does the energy work for the child, and be able to help them get on their path. And I've helped so many children, and it's so rewarding. So you could even do a 30-minute session for your child and then a 60-minute session for yourself, or something of that nature if you want more for your child. But I would include something, or we could do a 60-minute session, part for your child and part for you, so that everybody gets included, because children, teenagers are having a rough time. And it's because they are high-level souls who the world doesn't understand how to help them. But I do. I'm so glad to have that capacity to help them and understand, help them feel understood, and help parents feel that there's somebody that understands what they're working with. It's no small thing. I get it, for sure. Yeah,
I wanted to highlight that. And also for those of you who really want to discover your home world, that's something that you do very well. For those of you who are like yearning, like, where is it? Where did I come from?
What is my home world? And what are my soul gifts? What are my soul gifts and strengths and purposes? Absolutely.
So all of that is available. And if you haven't worked with Susan, this is a beautiful opportunity to do that. And let's see, offer B, it includes everything, and that is $212 with a 3-pay option if you like. So Susan, thank you for this rich, rewarding, beautiful offering. Love it, love it, love it. So let me go back to our webcast.
So happy to.
Thank you. Marina from Canada wrote back in and said, wow, thank you both so much. In my reality, love is my source. I am in tears. My heart completely responded to your words, Susan. I will remember that with gratitude and love. Namaste, ladies. Beautiful to hear, Marina. Another Linda wrote in and said, thank you so much to both of you for this amazing show. It has brought so much light and almost instantly made this whole process so much more accessible and fun. It felt as if a huge weight of responsibility was lifted off my shoulders. Thank you so much, and much love to all. Glad to hear it, Linda. We really do want to lighten this up for everyone.
Absolutely.
Make it fun. And so, Susan, let's go ahead and do the journey together.
Sure.
Have some more fun.
I love that. Yes.
Okay.
And I just thought of one other thing I want to mention that we didn't, because there's a lot of health and physical challenges up right now, I've noticed, in the last couple of weeks. And I think it's part of this whole coming into a new earth, and our bodies want to be aligned at the earth level. We have a physical capacity for a reason. We want to be able to enjoy life. And one of the things I love about working at a soul level is I've been able to help people shift, all those immune disorders from Epstein-Barr to chronic fatigue to all of that. They often have, if not always, I don't want to say always, but I'm going to, they have soul-level dimensions to them. They've been around for a while, and they are not easy to work with. So I want to help people at the physical level as well. So this journey is going to help with that for sure, because one of the things that people work with chronic health patterns, whether it's a bad knee or Epstein-Barr or whatever it is is that feeling of powerlessness in your physical capacity. And that is no fun. That is no fun. So we want to connect to true sacred power source. Okay? For everybody.
Out of powerlessness.
Yes. That's a big one. For sure. Let's do this. Okay. So, everybody, I want you to remember, if you were on the call towards the beginning when we brought in that diamond light into your spine. And if you don't or didn't, you can do that now. Just imagine a diamond light in your spine. It doesn't mean it won't be fluid. It just gives you an absolute connection to the field of everything that is diamond in the universe, which is everything. So feel that diamond light in your spine, and especially behind your heart, coming into your sacred heart space. Fill your sacred heart space that is a living sanctuary behind your heart with that light. And then allow that light to move into your physical heart, your chest. Feel that light. Remember, it's a diamond, divine light that your heart can trust. Feel it moving into your chest and then your abdomen. And we know that in your abdomen you have old ideas about power, which is understandable, because this world does not know about true power. It's okay that you don't like the way power has been misused in this world, and you hold that in your abdomen. So now you're going to bring light in and say, I want to create a whole new womb space for creation from my sacred power source, here and now. And then bring that light down into the rest of your body, your hips, legs, and feet. And even bring that light beneath your feet, oozing out from you, generating a field of light, your earth plane. And then come back into your beautiful heart space filled with light. And hold a longing. You can hold your hands in prayer before your heart, with your hands pointed up as though in prayerful longing to reconnect with your sacred power source, to assist you to open that divine channel and illuminate it, and to allow you to know true sacred power like nothing you've ever imagined. Feel that longing. And then let yourself, with that longing in your heart, feel yourself just saying to your body, your mind, to anything at this level of things, I'm going out to reclaim my sacred power source. I'll be right back. Mind that might be chattering. Earth, body that might be going, what about me? I've got this pain here. Just go, I'm going to be right back to give you exactly what you're looking for. Now feel yourself going out into the universe of you. It could be a starry night sky. It could be a visual sensation, impression. Some of you may be discovering elements already that you're connecting to. Let your freak flag fly. Okay. And for those who are, I'm not sure about sacred power source in mine, I want you to feel yourself expanding into that vastness of the infinite and feel yourself connecting to the Milky Way. Just let yourself feel yourself going into the Milky Way. You can even merge with it. Be a star in it. Feel it, sense it, see it. Be one with it. Let it be there with you. Knowing that your home base could very well be a part of this home world, this Milky Way, excuse me. Now here's the key. There you are in that sensation of the Milky Way. And you're going to feel yourself creating a portal, an opening, a pouring of that Milky Way into your heart space, into that sacred heart space, this sacred power source that the Milky Way for you is going to represent. Let it represent that. It may morph a bit as you move into it and bring it into your heart space. Feel the safety of this sacred universal power source, the stability. Feel how it expands your sense of confidence, that you can bring in a divine channel for love and all of creation, abundance, everything there is, into that heart filled with the Milky Way. And then breathe that Milky Way down into your abdomen. Feel that the Milky Way actually lives within you. Right in your abdomen. And if you can't feel it, tattoo the Milky Way on your abdomen, knowing that every time you breathe, it will come in. That beautiful, sacred power source that it represents. Then feel yourself, you're going to bring that Milky Way down beneath your feet. Imagine that your reality is that you live on the earth plane that is filled with this energy that the Milky Way of your sacred power source holds. And every time you take a step, you are walking in this land of the sacred power source of your universal nature. And then come back into your heart space with deep thanksgiving for what is being seeded, birthed, blossoming in you now, in this living sanctuary of sacred power that is you and is yours. In deepest thanksgiving for you, all you're connected to, all the Milky Way and the universe of you represents, knowing that from this moment forward, as you put your attention on that vast Milky Way, you can feel it and sense it and see it pouring into your heart space to create a life of deep value and power. And I celebrate each one of you. Thank you so much for doing this. Know that it's an incredible contribution to this world to hold this reality.
Thank you, Susan. We celebrate you. How is everybody doing? Are you feeling expanded? Knowing that the Milky Way is inside you? Yeah, that definitely expands that living sanctuary of sacred power. That was beautiful.
And it's unique for each one.
Sure, absolutely. Would love to hear from, some of you and see how you're feeling. And it just means like we are so vast in our power and potential.
Yes. And connection. What we're connected to and designed to be connected to is so remarkable. We were never supposed to be separate from all of that. We were designed, it was our blueprint to come with all of that. So exciting to have it reclaimed and returned and reunited.
Yeah. It is. And I think that still can be like daunting. Like, what? Wow, I'm that.
Yes,
I'm that
through the mind, for sure. I know. It's like, what? What am I supposed to do with that now? Just be with it. Let it bloom in you. Just be in it. And see what happens.
Yeah, let me start looking at some of this. This was from earlier. I found it interesting that Susan asked me what I thought was blocking my connection. Maybe she thought I already knew. I suppose I knew a part of it. She was so right on about speaking about my power. Thank you again for your amazing show. Thanks, Jackie. Linda Lewis, I read that. Jay Belial said, thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Susan. This was a much-needed session for me, and it was well received. I will follow your daily guidance on how to better access my divine guidance. Just Saint, I will be with my guide where I am. I love that. Okay, that was... Yes, thank you, guys. Anne, that was so wonderful. Thank you so much, Susan. I purchased your special offer and can't wait to listen to all the MP3s and for our private session. Love and sparkly light to you all. Thanks, Anne. We love you. Cambria said, I felt drawn to get up early just this morning and meditated looking at the Milky Way. How wonderful to hear your words confirm what was powerful to me just hours ago. Thank you. That is cool. That is very...
That's so fun. That's so fun.
Yes.
Who does that? That's so great.
Yes, it is. So, Susan, wow. It's beautiful that in your work you can really help people where they're at, whether it is a deeper spiritual connection, opening up that portal to their just for them to be able to feel like they can be that channel, or if it's a health concern, some people wrote in about that, you can really support people wherever they're at. And they're having prosperity challenges. All of those things are included in the packages. They will help you. And wow, my friend.
Level.
Yes,
so happy
absolutely.
For that. I know. Yeah.
Any final message, Susan, before we say goodbye to this beautiful community?
Well, I think that phrase that came forward, you are a living sanctuary. So if you're ever wondering if you're holding enough, doing enough, creating enough, your true power source is being that living sanctuary in your heart, letting the gold that you are be held there, even if it's just holding a gold light in that sanctuary space behind your heart and feeling, yes, it's safe for me to be this gold. It is safe for me to do that now. There is so much light on the planet that we've been generating. It is safe for me to be that gold, be that joy, be that lightness of being, and really see life as an adventure. And to be devoted to that, to see life as a joyful adventure. I'm going to devote my purpose to doing that. And it may take a little practice. And it may take a little practice to see your heart as your beloved, your body as your beloved, all of you as the beloved one that is here to know, to just know life in all its fullness. Let yourself do that.
Absolutely. Play with all this as you feel safe. I mean, to really connect to that sacred power source that Susan, that invitation that we had to do that, it is so safe. And you brought forth, Susan, a lot of comfort and support throughout our time together with callers, et cetera, helping people to really feel safe in that space of their divinity and the vastness of their divinity. And so thank you for that.
That's key. You're welcome, because safety, if we don't feel safe, if we don't feel secure, then we have no foundation, and that's what we have to build on, that soulful nature. That's why I love helping people at that level. When your soul feels safe to be fully engaged in your body, when the universe of you, when you feel safe to receive that in all its glory, then you can manifest abundance in every way possible. I've seen it over and over and over again. Oh, the stories I could tell. The stories I could tell. So, it's wonderful. Great to be with all of you, and it's such a privilege. Such a privilege knowing that we're together in this.
Yes. I love you, Susan. Thank you for always reminding us to just play and take pleasure in the adventure of this. And what, earlier about when we talked about, this isn't about learning lessons and that heaviness and all those burdens. It's really lightening up to our sacred power and divine channel. So thank you. And to each of you, I know many of you are continuing to write in, so thank you for that. Thank you for the gift of your openness, your willingness to expand with us today, your love, your presence. What really stood out for you? Really contemplate that, really sit with that. What has shifted for you? What's different? Really settle in with that, because sometimes you can just take off from these shows and it's like really, really review how you're feeling. Take it all in. So, and remember,
we went deep. Yeah, we went deep today. So know that when you go deep like that into power in your lower body, that it's going to activate a depth, and it may not be at the moment you're going, woohoo, you're like, oh my gosh, something is emerging that's never been felt before, and really be with that. Yeah.
Yes, and that's okay if you're not feeling like the woohoo that some are, because sometimes it can activate some fear, like whoa, So whatever you're feeling, sit with it. If you need to listen to this again, of course it's available to you. And if you want further support, of course Susan has her special offers available. Please take advantage of those and receive that guidance and support that is available. So remember that you are brilliant, you are resilient, you're dearly loved, and you are not alone. Thank you for joining us on this soulful adventure today. I'm sending rainbow waves of grace and glory and gratitude from my heart to yours. May you feel it, receive it, and offer it to those you encounter today or tonight, wherever you happen to be in the world. And as always, until next time, please give yourself full permission to shine instead of shrink, express instead of suppress, and own that amazing, powerful glow of yours. I'll see you back here in this playground of light next time. Bye, everybody.